Hey guys, it's me, Crow. Crow, also known as Crowsif, also known as Crowsif Stalin III. I'm here to tell you about show you my deck that I'm going to be playing at the regionals. This is the day of the ban list. I just got this deck. I want to go home. Basically, it's Thunder Dragon Orcust, and I'm about to swallow a lot of my words. We'll start with the main deck. Triple OG. Double Dark. Double Hawk. Double Roar. And one Dragon Duo. I'll explain this in the row. So that way it gets easier. You play the Trip because he's your combo starter for any Thunder Dragon play you make. He starts everything, ends everything, makes all of your Thunder Dragons, and pops off for the Colossus plays. I was playing 3, but I decided on 2. You just rarely ever want to draw Thunder Dragons, but you do want to see them in your hand often. So 2 of these just make it easier, so you just don't brick 2 of them in hand. And also it just helps out a lot. You don't want to see it. You want to drop it into the grave from your normal summons. Double Roar. You just play them just because revive, free summons, and also he gets around you being locked from your Orcuses. So it makes a lot of this easier. And then we play the 2 Roar for the explosion plays of saying, so when we banish him for 11 year, we just have an extra Thunder on board to tribute and just let go. 1 Dude just for the extra pressure, because by the time you go into most of your games, your grind game is always going to be there. Your grind... I can't say this any energetically. Your grind game will be dependent on him because he just banishes and sends to grave and does all that wacky tacky stuff. That's just the Thunder monsters that I play. We play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. I don't feel like you should play Matrix in this. I was thinking about that for the Titan plays, but there's just no point in it. For the Orcust engine I'm playing, this is 8 cards. We play double Nightmare. She basically drops your symbol, makes your plays. Basically, it's the engine. You know this engine by now. There's no reason I should be explaining this to you. But basically, extra drops. She also is just an extra target for most of your stuff, like Dig Girsu. She's just helpful.
You want to talk about it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
The ban list fucked me. Double symbol. Most people play 1. I play 2. Because I feel like if you have the second one engraved and you lose the first one to like a card effect, or if you're playing against possibly Infernoids or something like that, and they banish the 1, you have the second one to keep going off. And if anything, it's just an extra target. You just want as many targets that are useful to you as possible. I played the 1 world one just for the extra summons. Extra summons in this deck are super valuable. So instead of playing double Gizmek, I decided to play 1 Gizmek, 1 world one, just making everything easier. I don't even want to play the 3rd Hope Horror or the 3rd Orcust Nightmare because this is just an easy summon, and also you can also put it in with Dengirsu as well, so you can constantly go off with your plays. The God card of Orcust. He literally should be just Orcust, but it'd be too good. Basically, Gizmek summons himself on either player's turns, makes an extra body, pops stuff, makes a lot of life easier. There's no real problem. That's the dangerous Orcust stuff. I have a dangerous as well, but that's dangerous. But the Orcust, those are 8 cards. Here are my dangerous. I play 3 of the Loch Ness Monster. 2 of the Loch Ness Monster, because that's what he's at. Just extra searches, makes a lot of your hand. The most valuable one, 2 of Jackalope, just extra summons, extra bodies. You never really lose out if you have 1 in the hand. so he just makes a lot of your deck playing easier. 2 Susanokos, just because extra bodies are needed for this deck. And then we have a lot of 1-ofs. I play 1 Thunderbird, 1 Bigfoot, 1 Mothman. I'm thinking about changing the Mothman to a Chupacabra, but so far how I see it is these guys get rid of floodgates, so you never have to worry about them. So if they're just the only ones in the hands, it's a free pop, free going off. The Mothman, I was thinking, okay, I can, but maybe if it unbricks some cards in your hand, so like if I draw the World one and I discard the Mothman, I can discard the World one and get a free draw. At least that's like where my brain process was at when I made this. Unfortunately, I have proxies right now, but I'm getting them physically at the tournament. Double Levineer, 1 Diablos, because you can search these out for the melodies. Basically, I summon these to rip your hand. You'd use the Levineers to banish the darks, so you can rip cards out of your opponent's hand. So if you get the combination in a perfect world for this deck, you rip 3 cards out of your opponent's hand. In a regular size world, you rip 1 or 2, possibly. You can just go off as much as you want with it, but it's all up to you. He pops off when you go for Colossus because it's a tribute. It is not a banish or anything. It is a tribute for the monster. So as long as you tribute a Dragon Dark, Roar, any of the dark monsters, you basically get a free Diablos and a free rip out of your opponent's hand. So it just helps. For the normal summons, the regular monsters that we play 1 Batteryman Solar because I can't find the second one, and I'm too broke for it. We play 1 of him, 1 Dark Greffer, and 1 Mathematician. These are the normal summons of the deck. He's going to be changed to Battery Solar because I would prefer him making all my Thunder plays and making my field as big as it is. And I'm just struggling to make this extra deck, so it just helps out a lot. So we have 1 Batteryman Solar, Mathematician for the free Foolish as well, and Dark Greffer just unbricks a lot of cards for you. So like you'll just unbrick, like you can discard your World one, discard a Hope Horror, and then just put in a Symbol Monkey, and you got full combo. Or you can also, like, he's just very versatile. And the last 2 monsters I play, Luna the Dark Spirit. She is god tier at proccing your Thunder Dragons. If you have a dead active Thunder Dragon in grave, you can just banish it, summon her, as long as it's a dark. So like I had a few games where I needed my Dragon Dark to proc, so I would just force banish it, summon the Luna, have the body search out for my Hawk, use the Hawk, summon the Dragon Dark, and go into Colossus after my Orcust combo. It's just very nutty sometimes, and it just makes the deck a lot of it. So in total, you just have all this as your monsters. And you should have very little spells and traps. Literally, the rest of my spells are 11 spells. So, for the starters, we're playing the Allure. Proc the Dragon Dark as much as possible, or anything you don't need. Free draws. Who can deny free draws? Triple Melody, because we always want to see Levineer or Diablos in hand, just so we can have the free summons. And also it's a free discard too, so it also as well unbricks your hand in case you just have some dumb stuff. For recyclability, we have 1 Thunder Dragon Fusion for the Titan, or possibly Colossus as well, because you just want to constantly recycle your stuff, and also it can search out. So even if you lose it by milling or some weird coincidence, it's just always going to be proccing. You're always going to be seeing your dragons. You'll never not see something. We have 1 Babel, because Babel just makes you react on their turn. It feels literally like an Altergeist combo on their turn, and it's just the best feeling in the world when you just dig Girsu on their turn and just send something. It's also retractable, so they have to banish it and waste possibly more materials for it. And 1 Foolish Burial for the last of the spells. Foolish Burial, just send what you need, get your combo off. Usually the time you send Orcust Nightmare. Other times you straight up just don't care, so it just helps you out. And then we have the one last but not least for the main deck, we have 1 Crescendo. Negate everything. What can I really say about that? You negate everything, it's a search, it gets to you to some of your combo, it helps with your Galatea combos. It just feels good, always to have that extra insurance on the field. It's a very good insurance card. In the main deck, we have around 45 cards, I believe. Roughly 45, 46, possibly 44, but I'm pretty sure it's 45. So that's the main deck. Let's get on to the extra deck. For starters, we have double Colossus for the Thunder Dragons and 1 Titan. This is, by the way, for anybody wondering, this is the 17th of January. I just got this deck like a while ago, and I've been wanting to play it. I played it a lot on Dueling Book, not Dueling Book, but whatever I could really do. Like Dueling Book had like a few cards that I used. I tried out of different variants, but this is the right. There are times where the third chart Colossus comes up. There's times where it comes up and just had a stroke. There's times when it comes up, there's times when it doesn't, but usually when you go to the Titan, it's just game right there. You build dumb boards where you'll end on a Colossus, a Titan, Din Girsu. You'll have literally another negate on board. You'll be happy. You'll be safe. So that's just why we play those. For the Orcust, I play triple Galatea, not double Galatea. 1 long Girsu. For the Link stuff, I just see Galatea too many times to not want to play the third one, and have the extra throwaway just makes a lot of your deck playing easier. Go into it, get Bayball, get Crescendo, use him to just push shuffle 1 back because it says then you can, not then you have to. Long Girsu's just there because in case your opponent Link summons as well, you just snipe out anything. For the last of the definites, 1 Din Girsu. I want to play 2. I might take, if I get a second one, I'll take it out for the Din Girsu. One of my Galateas for Din Girsu and play double Din Girsu. So in this deck, you could just literally go into double Din Girsu if you really want to, and just constantly board shuffle your opponent. And it just gets to a point where it's just ridiculous. So it just helps. For the other extra deck monsters, we run 1 Wee Witch for the Link 2, and you're playing with Darks most of the time anyway. So just having that extra Link 2 and those arrows pointing down just refreshes your hand up. In case I go second, Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Unicorn, just for the extra pops and spitting in your face. We like just sending stuff to the grave, so it helps out a lot. For the Link 3s, 1 Decode and 1 Trishbania. This is the MVP of the deck. I don't care what anybody says. You summon him, summon whatever. If you're playing against Orcust, gone. If you're playing against Sky Striker, gone. Like, they have to respond to this or lose their entire field. This is for the first turn. In case if I end on ridiculous board, he's just there to really just give the extra push for game. So you can just negate something, or 1 thing, or probably a few things. You never know, but he's just a good extra 3 to have. And then for the 4s, we play Sword, Borreload. Amazing cards. No matter what, you want to go into them. It's just amazing. I'm depressed, dude. Like, this ban list just killed this deck. And now I can only play this for the regionals. It's like, come on, Konami. Why you do this to me? Yeah, but we have these. They always make up the best, like, tag team. So it just helps out the deck way more. It makes the deck float way better. It just makes it, like, it makes OTKs and, like, taking control of the game back into your hand. It just makes a lot of stuff easier. That's the extra deck, full 15. Now for the side deck, we have triple Nibiru. Just for anybody playing, mirror match is just going to be cheese. That's basically what it is. Choose your mirror matches. Triple Nibiru. We have triple Ash in case they're playing Sky Strikers, because I don't want them to get into that engage. So just snipe out their Sky Strikers or whatever. Double Ogre, just because I hate certain field spells. They just handle certain field spells. They handle your business. In case we get a lot of hand trap players. Triple Called. Just can't get rid of it. Just amazing card. It's stupid. For those back row decks that I can't really play against, I have double Twin Twister. And for the trap heavy versions, double Red Reboot. I don't like seeing back row decks that much so I side deck towards them because you can already flex check anybody mirror matching or anything. But when you flex check a back row deck with this, you just flex on them. The shiny, and then you flex the common just because they got beaten up by a common card. It's a very good combos and just going into extra stuff. Twin Twister, I chose this over the Cosmic Cyclone because with this deck you care about your life points and minimizing your hand and unbricking your hand. So it just pluses way better than most of the other decks. And that's my deck. Those are my Thunder Dragon Orcust that I'm going to be playing for 3 days straight and then never be able to play again because Konami banned Colossus, banned the whole power. So now I got to either mess with this deck more and try to see if I can play it again. Hopefully, maybe. I just like the deck a lot. It feels very good. It feels fresh. I like the ability to be versatile no matter what turn it is. I like the ability to like go into other combos. So it's just a deck for me. But unfortunately with the ban list, I might have to switch decks. So you'll probably see another deck profile from me definitely soon. But past that, this is what I'm taking to the Pittsburgh Regionals. This should be uploaded tomorrow when we get to the Regionals. Hopefully it's all working out, and that's it. We wish you all the best. And if you're trying to see us, please let us know that. And please just let us know that we're doing our job and uploading on time. Oh no, I'm just depressed, sad, because all this banned. I finally got one and it's banned. I want to cry, but thank you all. Please subscribe, hit the bell, enjoy, follow all our stuff. Please, just do it. Follow us. It'll all be in the description. We'll have a Patreon. We'll have the Noah's Ark so we can fly on the boat of ban list. But thank you all for subscribing. It's been a trip doing these videos for almost like, and making, at least for me, doing content like this has just always been like my thing. Just thank you enough. I can't give you all just the gratitude enough to like keep this channel growing, helping us be more comfortable making these videos, being happy that these are getting uploaded. Thank you all so much. Please tell your friends about us. We'll subscribe. If you want something, put it in the comment section. And this has been Crow, and we are out.